Your self-care routine is why you're still burnt out. Not because you're doing it wrong, because you're doing something that was never actually self-care to begin with. It's a Tuesday night bubble bath after a week that broke you, and Wednesday morning you're right back where you started. That's not care, that's a band-aid on a structural problem. I'm going to show you the difference, and how to actually build this into a lifestyle instead of a 15-minute apology to yourself once a week. Here's the number that should scare you. 66% of US employees report burnout right now. Not stress, burnout, chronic, measurable exhaustion. And if you're Gen Z or a millennial, it's worse. 70% of you hit burnout symptoms in the past year. And Gen Z is hitting peak burnout at age 25, before you've even built the financial cushion or career stability to actually recover from it. And there's a new term clinicians are using this year, quiet burnout. It's the version where you still look fine. You're still showing up, still posting, still smiling in the group chat, but you're running on absolute empty underneath it, and nobody around you can see it, including sometimes you. So when I say self-care isn't a trend, I mean your nervous system is sending you an invoice, and the wellness industry sold you a coupon instead of a payment plan. Here's the actual difference between performative self-care and the real thing, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Trend self-care is reactive. You feel like garbage, so you buy something, do something aesthetic, post it, feel a small dopamine hit, and go right back to the exact routine that burned you out in the first place. It's a release valve, not a fix. It requires you to already be in crisis before you do anything about it. Lifestyle self-care is structural. It's not a reward you earn after suffering. It's a set of non-negotiable inputs. Every single day that keep you from hitting crisis mode at all. It's boring. It doesn't photograph well. Nobody's putting "went to bed at 10 p.m. for the 4th night in a row" on their story. But that's the version that actually moves the needle on burnout, because burnout isn't an event, it's an accumulation. And you don't fix an accumulation with a single spa day. You fix it by changing what accumulates. So here's how you actually build this as a lifestyle, not a trend. 4 shifts. 1, schedule it like a meeting, not a mood. If self-care only happens when you feel like it will never happen. Because burnout kills the exact motivation you'd need to start. Put it on the calendar, same time block, every day, non-negotiable. Treated with the same seriousness as a work call. 2, separate rest from numbing. Scrolling for 2 hours isn't rest. It's numbing, and it actually increases anxiety afterward. Real rest activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Think slow breathing, time outdoors, silence, actual sleep. If you finish the activity and feel worse or foggier, that wasn't rest, that was a distraction with a rest costume on. 3, protect your baseline before you're in crisis. This is the entire difference between the two models. You don't wait until you're depleted to check in with yourself. You build daily minimums, sleep, movement, at least one real human connection, a few minutes of actual stillness that exist whether or not today was hard. The floor doesn't move just because the day got worse. 4, treat boundaries as self-care infrastructure, not an act of rudeness. Most burnout isn't from doing hard things. It's from doing things you never agreed to in the first place because you didn't feel allowed to say no. Every boundary you actually hold is one less thing eating your baseline. None of these are glamorous. That's exactly why they work. Nobody's burning out from lack of candles. Here's the belief you have to kill if you want any of this to stick. The idea that you have to earn rest. That you need to hit a wall, get sick, cry in your car before you're allowed to take care of yourself. That belief is the actual disease. Self-care isn't the reward for suffering enough. It's the maintenance that prevents the suffering from getting that far. You don't wait for your car's oil light to blink red before you ever check the oil. But somehow we treat our own nervous system like it's supposed to run on empty until it breaks down on the highway. Stop doing that to yourself. You are not a productivity output. You're the thing producing the output. And if you don't maintain yourself, everything downstream of you, your work, your relationships, your actual life degrades with you. You don't need to overhaul your life tonight. Pick one thing from this list and do it for the next 7 days before you touch anything else. Set one non-negotiable bedtime and protect it like a client meeting. Delete one scroll habit and replace it with 10 minutes of actual silence. Say no to one thing this week that you would have said yes to out of guilt. Move your body for 15 minutes, outside if you can. No headphones, no content, just you and your nervous system talking to each other again. Track it for 7 days, not for aesthetics, for data. You'll notice the difference in your body before you notice it in your mood. And that's the signal it's actually working, not just performing. This isn't a nice to have. Burnout-related turnover and lost productivity cost this country over $300 billion a year. That's the scale of what happens when people run on empty. On a personal level, it costs your health, your relationships, the years of your life you spend foggy instead of present. Self-care as a lifestyle isn't indulgent. It's the maintenance required to actually have a life worth showing up for. If this actually hit you, comment "floor," and I'll send you the exact daily non-negotiable checklist I use to build this. No fluff, just the 4 things that move the needle. And follow before you go, because next week I'm breaking down the exact difference between rest and numbing. And it's going to change how you spend your evenings for good. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe now and dive into our channel to discover much more.